what is going on, you guys? My name is SpideyDicko64, and welcome back to yet another NASCAR 1/64 scale diecast review. And here for today's 1/64 scale diecast review, we will be here today to have a look at and review here today at the second diecast that came in from this recent, recent purchase that I got. And yeah, here today, folks, we will be having a review here today at Christopher Bell's number 20 North Wilkesbro Mobil 1 All-Star Race Win version. All right, so let's just jump right into it. Here's the box. That was the box. Here's the diecast itself. We don't need to draw on that box too often. And you know, I was kind of thinking about, so okay, now for any of you that are not really so well aware, the way I'm doing these reviews here is that I reviewed the Blaney one here first, but I'm just kind of realizing I should have reviewed this car first because wow, oh man. Okay, now first, I don't know about any of you, we might have another contender for maybe one of the best race wins of the year. Okay, I know I've been saying that way too much, and I'm sorry for saying that, but it's just the fact of the matter is that, man, like, I did not expect this diecast to come out as good as it did. Let me explain right here. So, I believe that first and foremost here, in terms of the paint scheme, this Mobil 1 scheme, first and foremost, it is beautiful, man. I love the way that this Mobil 1 scheme looked. Most of the Mobil 1 cars kind of, sort of, I won't say they blend in together, but some of them just are just like the generic white, and most of the time they're missing the horsey on the side, the Pegasus, and all that good stuff. But this one just came out so dang good. And what's cool is that also we are also getting the Corey Heim Mobil 1 truck win from the Charlotte Roval, and that's gonna be a really cool looking diecast here as well. But the point I'm trying to get across here is that, man, oh man, this car did not need to come out as good as it did. Because if you ask me, what makes a race win a fantastic race win, you might ask? Well, here's how a race win, basically, essentially, what makes a great race win. You got a lot of confetti, which this car does, and you got a lot of motherfucking damage on the side right here. Like, look at that right there. We'll get into the race win damage here in a minute, but man, this car did not need to go as hard as it did. It just did not need to go this hard, really. So that is something I just got to say. And what is pretty cool is that Christopher Bell is running a really cool Mobil 1 scheme at North Wilkesbro, and we'll see how dated, how well this video will be dated if he wins. So we'll see about that. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and get down to the sponsors here. So on the windshield banner, you can barely see Toyota, and it would say Bell right there, but you can't really see it all well because of the confetti. You got Mobil 1 right there, and then you got the Toyota Camry front end, which kind of looks a little bit weirdish. Does that kind of look weird? I don't know. It kind of looks sort of weird. Hold on. I got Denny Hamlin's one right here. Huh. So this is, I don't know. They kind of look the same. I don't know why. It kind of look weird to me. But I do think the decals are pretty decently aligned. Got number 20, JGR, Sunoco. Yeah, right there. And then you got, we'll go down this side because this is the cleanest part of the car. Goodyear, NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Salutes, number 20. You got the Pegasus right there. I love my horsey, and my horsey love me. And then you got Ream, Mobil 1, Reese's Fine Foods. I still have not picked up the Phoenix one. I don't know if I will. You got the gas cap right there, which on the Blaney one, there's no gas cap, by the way. So, got to say batteries, DeWalt. You got 4 race win stickers right there. This is from, yeah, and I think all 4 of these is from, yeah, you got Atlanta, Coda, and Phoenix, and then you got this one, and then Bell won at Bristol later in the year. Anyways, you got the little camera piece right there, number 20, Mobil 1, Bell, and then you got Siemens, Lincoln Welders, Mac Tools, Sherman-Williams, Sports Clips Haircut. On the back, it just says Mobil 1, Toyota, Mobil 1, 20, and all that good stuff. And there's an underneath look of the car, if any of you wanted to see it. That was a piece of paper. So that wasn't that was not a Lionel Oofy right there. But all right, but now let's actually kind of go ahead and get into the race win damage. And oh boy, oh, it does actually have a lot of damage. So let's have a look at it. So you can see the car is covered from confetti from basically essentially one side of the car, and it does cover a little bit of the bottom of the splitter. On this side, you don't really got that much confetti. Well, you got some there around the C-pillar area. Not much on the back. Now, in terms of race win damage, you do get some rubber buildup on the front end. You got some carbon fiber right there on the splitter. Then, of course, obviously, you got that grill detail right there. And then on the side here, you got, holy crap, you got a lot of damage right here. Now, if you don't know where this is from, basically, essentially, in the closing laps of the race, Michael Waltrip, who was basically drunk as all hell. Don't lie to me. Michael Waltrip was drunk when he wove that yellow flag and when he dropped it. Yeah, but talking about this damage here, yeah, they threw out the promoter's caution, and Michael Waltrip naturally, of course, dropped the flag, and all that good stuff. And then, Christopher Bell took some fresher tires, and then, Logano, who was leading the race, stayed out on old. Christopher Bell got up to him, went up and slide job him and all that good stuff, or gave him the slide job. That's got to come out really weird, I know. And then, basically, essentially, that's how he got all this race win damage. What's so funny was that Joey Logano was so ticked off after that race. Like, it is just so funny, man, to hear Joey Logano so ticked off. Like, when people race him the same way that people, of course, obviously race, like, when people race him the way that he races, he gets all ticked off about it. Like, and oh, by the way, this is the 20 car. This was the driver of the 20 car. So, whoopee, Joey Logano is, I guess, him against the 20 car. It's a thing of NASCAR. It's cinema. But look at all that damage on the side, dude. That just looks beautiful right there. And you got more there. This is like the most beat up part of the car, by the way. And then going down here to the back, not much damage. You do, of course, obviously have the carbon fiber on the spoiler back there, and right there. Now, since this is a short track car, it does not have the double shark fins and all that good stuff. Let's actually, here we have the Lagooner. You can see there the double shark fins that are taller, and then you got just the one shark fin that is actually more shorter. So that is something I wanted to point out. You got some more damage right there. And some more down there, some crinkled up where the rocker panels are and all that good stuff. Some more right there. But man, this race win, I did not expect this race win to go again, I did not know that this race win was going to go as hard as it did. This is a bit of a surprise. Honestly, this is just one of those, like, I guess one of those surprise cars that you just don't expect it to be as good. But then when you just go ahead and have a close look at it, then you're like, oh wow, this actually is pretty cool. So yeah, well, I guess that's gonna really kind of do it for this review. Overall, hey, look, if you're just gonna get one of Christopher Bell's race wins, get this one, because this is honestly one of his better race win diecasts, that I can tell you for sure. Because most of them, they're either covered in confetti or they just have no damage at all. And really, to be quite honest, I really think Christopher Bell is going to make a massive step up in performance this year. He is going to like really step things up in terms of his performance when it comes to the championship and all that good stuff. I think that he is. I'm not gonna say he's in my early championship contending favorite, but I definitely do think him and Briscoe are definitely going to be winning the running favorites for the championship, since they changed it to the chase and all that good stuff. So there you go. Now, any of you are wondering here, this car also, I do want to say this, it does not have the die-cast chassis or the rubber wheels. I don't know when some of the race wins are going to have that, and I don't know which die-cast I'm going to review first that's going to have that detail. It might be the Chase Briscoe Pocono race win, but I'm not sure on that. Or it might be the Allgaier Traveler Whiskey car, which definitely is going to be a very popular one. And if any of you are wondering what are some of the future race win reviews I have planned, I have the Suarez Mexico City race win coming, and then eventually later in the week I'll probably get the Van Gisbergen Chicago win from Xfinity. Then we got, of course, obviously like Van Gisbergen's Mexico, his Sonoma Cup race wins, and then there's like a Lane Riggs truck. Probably going to be getting that too, because we need to talk about some trucks here. And I gotta say, these next few coming months should be really cool for the diecast. So there you go. But that's gonna do it, guys. Hopefully all of you enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. See you all later.